Been trapping here for 4 days. This is the third red wolf I've caught in this location. This was on a flat set. This one is not collared. She's hind foot caught in a flat set. There's another set right there. And another set right there. She'll be turned over to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. Young female pup. Try and get a little bit of the coloration so you can kind of distinguish between a little bit of difference between a coyote and a red wolf. Not very much, except for size. Here in the east, most of our coyotes are a lot smaller, or down southeast anyway. These wolves right here, the female pup I caught the other day, she weighed 43 pounds, and it was this year's pup. This one I'm gonna say is just gonna be about the same weight. When I turn it over to Fish and Wildlife, I'll know more about it. The red wolf is one of the world's most endangered wild canids. Once common throughout the southeastern United States, red wolf populations were decimated in the 1960s. A remnant population of red wolves was found along the Gulf Coast of Texas and Louisiana. After being declared an endangered species in 1973, efforts were initiated to locate and capture as many wild red wolves as possible. Of the 17 remaining wolves captured by biologists, 14 became the founders of a successful captive breeding program. Consequently, the United States Fish and Wildlife Service declared red wolves extinct in the wild in 1980. By 1987, enough red wolves were bred in captivity to begin a restoration program in Alligator River National Wildlife Refuge in northeastern North Carolina. Since then, the experimental population area has expanded to include 3 national wildlife refuges, Department of Defense bombing range, state-owned lands, and private property spanning a total of 1.5 million acres. This is the only place that red wolves exist besides zoos. Today, the trapping program still continues with private trappers and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Red Wolf Recovery Team. All of us work together as to catch red wolves, replacing out-of-date collars, catching pups so they can get collars on them, because when they are in the den they are too small to get the collars put on. The chips are inserted in them from the den. So it is very viable progress that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife has done with the Red Wolf Project. Also, we are trapping coyotes in eastern North Carolina. We're getting collars on them to study where they're traveling through red wolf properties and territories, and to see how the interbreeding is going on with them, making hybrids, which is becoming a major concern. U.S. Fish and Wildlife is primarily concerned with the breeding out of red wolves through coyote populations.